Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to our live study or live review for tonight. So let's wait for others to join muna. And hopefully, you can also share the link to your classmates and friends. Hello, everyone. Welcome again sa ating daily review. Konti na lang, malapit na ang board exam. Meron na lang kayong ilang days. So hopefully you can subscribe na to our NLE packages sa Wonders. Ayan. All right. So, well, of course, while we're waiting for others to join, I just want to show you the glimpse of Wonders NLE packages. So, um, if you want to try, for example, hindi pa kayo sure and you just want to have an overview of the application, you can try the free trial, which is, eto, may access na kayo sa 150 plus NLE questions. And you just have to register your email address. No need ng mga debit card or credit card. But right after that, syempre, you have to choose kung ano yung fit sa inyo na NLE package. So we have here, ito yung para may access kayo until end of May 2025. Syempre, yung mga magte-take for next month, this is the best package for you guys. So again, 2,599 talaga yung original price, but we have a special promo for that. So instead of 2,599, you will be able to avail that for only 2,099. Ayan. Ito nakalagay sa atin yung special promo. Okay, so included na dyan, guys, yung, ayan, yung mga live practice questions, kagaya ng ginagawa natin lagi. And then, mga flashcards, quiz cards, tapos yung audio-video recorded lectures. Now, meron din tayong ito, yung final coaching, ito, yung nasa taas ko, no? NP1 to NP5 siya. Kasama rin to. So, if you purchase this package, kasama kayo dito, eligible kayo to join this. Now, yung schedule niya is, ayan, April 21, so NP1, ayan, nakalagay naman. And then, usually, pare-pares lang naman ng 6 to 8 p.m. yung time niya. Okay? So, ayan. You can, what do you call this? Scan the QR code here so that you can easily download and install the application. So, well, aside from this one, we also have the 6 months para, ayan, pag mas mahaba yung duration ng access, that's for 3,999. And then if you use the code Latiners, ayan, makakapag actually, dito din sa 2099, kailangan yung gamitin yung code na Latiners to avail the 500 less discount. And then we also have 12 months, of course. And this is the best for November takers naman. Ayan. So, same lang din yung content plus included din kayo dito sa final coaching. Ayun. Alright? So, hello everyone. Good evening. And I'm Princess and I'll be the facilitator today or tonight for our for our review. Okay? So, hello sa mga first time lang na naka-join sa live. But dun sa mga lagi namin nakakasama dyan, hello again. So, nandito na naman tayo, no? Ayan. Okay, so, wait ha, sorry. Ayan, open ko lang. So, I just wanna show you, ito yung itsura niya, yung may heart na Wonders. And just have to, to install that sa mga device nyo. Pwede naman sa laptop, phone, tablet. Yeah. It will work sa, yun, kahit alin mang device yung gamit nyo dun. Okay? So, I guess we can start. So, wait lang ha. Medyo nagmamabagal tong internet ko. Saglit lang. So, if you want to suggest a concept or a topic, let me know. Just have to type here sa ating chat box. Okay? So I hope everyone will participate sa ating live for tonight. So hi, Mac. I believe Mac is an old viewer na or na nag-join sa ating live, no. So let's do MS. Sige, wait lang ha. Hindi ko alam kung ano nangyayari sa internet ko, nakakainis. Kamusta kayo ngayon? Wala ba kayong duty? Kamusta ang Monday? Midterms kasi namin ngayon sa ano eh, sa Fatima. So, sa Olfoval ako. So, midterm week namin ngayon. Ayan. So, wala muna mga duty. Exam muna. Actually, bukas may exam ako, pero hindi pa ako nag-aaral. Oh my gosh. Okay, so ayan, gumana na siya. Hi, Princess. Ayan, nakalagay, no? Your exam is in 28 days. Ayan, may hours and minutes pa. So, ayan, ang countdown bago mag-board exam. Ang mga, ano natin dyan, mga graduating na. Or, sorry, graduate na pala, pero magti-take ng board. Okay, so let's go with nursing concepts. Ay, sorry, maternal to. Okay. Sige, let's go ha. Start na tayo, guys. So, the nurse is caring for a patient placed in traction to treat a fractured femur. Which nursing intervention has the highest priority? Review pa din po for board this May. Yes, oo. Tama. Dapat talaga all-out review na eh, no? So, A, keeping the ropes over the center of the pulley. B, ensuring that the weights hang free at all times. C, assessing the extremity for neurovascular integrity. Or D, keeping the client from sliding to the foot of the bed. O C daw, sabi ni Sofia. Hi, Sofia. Parang ngayon lang kita na-encounter, no? Si Mac. Ayan. Okay, sige, let's try that. Letter C. Correct. So yes, tama. Apat na C yung nakuha natin. So good job, guys. So ang explanation dito is, this takes priority. So the pull of the traction must be continuous to keep the client from sliding. So sufficient counter traction must be maintained at all times by keeping the ropes over the center of the pulley. So the line of pull is maintained by allowing the weights to hang freely. So, ayan. Yun ang tamang sagot. Okay, next. Next tayo, guys, ha? Miss Adams has gastroesophageal reflux. What recommendation would be most helpful for her management? A, avoid liquids unless a thickening agent is used. B, sit upright for at least an hour after eating. Um, C, maintain a diet of soft food and cooked vegetables. Or D, avoid eating 2 hours before going to sleep. Okay, B daw. Sige, sige. Let's do that. Actually, D, no? Pero parang medyo tricky nga siya. So, I would agree. Now, eating before bedtime can exacerbate gastroesophageal reflux by increasing the likelihood of acid regurgitation. Waiting 2 hours after eating before lying down helps reduce the symptoms. So, yes. May mga sumagot din ng D. Actually, halo. May B, may A, may D. Okay. Pero D is the correct answer. Avoid eating 2 hours before going to sleep. Okay? Let's go now to... Guys, share nyo yung live natin ha. Share nyo naman sa mga ano nyo, mga classmates nyo para we can study all together. Okay, now let's go to question number 3. What is the priority action for a client with bowel protruding through an abdominal incision? A. Apply sterile gauze over the protruding bowel. B. Call for help. Do not leave the client. C. Reinsert the bowel cover with a sterile dressing. Or D. Increase the client's IV fluids. Okay, so we have A. Okay, sige, let's do that. Actually, B, no? Evisceration is a medical emergency requiring immediate surgery. So the nurse should call for assistance, stay with the client, avoiding any attempt to reinsert the bowel. Ayun siya. So, kunyari, nakaprotrude yung bowel sa abdominal incision. So, we should call for help. Ayun. Okay? Now, let's move on to question number 4. The nurse is assessing a client with an open leg fracture. Which preventative measure should the nurse inquire about? Is it A, last tetanus vaccine? B, recent allergy testing? C, previous orthopedic surgeries? Or D, current pain management plan? Wow, thank you naman sa mga nag-heart like dyan. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, we have A. Okay. Parang majority ng answer is letter A. So, last tetanus vaccine. Sure na ba? Let's do that. Okay, let's go. Tama. So correct answer is A because ensuring the client is up to date with their tetanus vaccine is crucial to prevent tetanus infection from open fractures. Ayan. So great job sa mga nakasagot ng letter A. Let's move on to number 5. Okay. What is the best indicator of VAP or ventilator associated pneumonia? A. Negative sputum culture. B. Positive sputum culture. C. Elevated white blood cell count. Or D. Decreased oxygen saturation. Natin ang mga med-surg nating mga napag-aralan natin kung naaalala pa. Okay, most of the answers are letter B. Guys, pasensya na kayo sa aso namin. Medyo maingay siya. Okay, pero I hope you can hear me clearly naman. So B daw, so positive sputum culture can confirm the presence of pneumonia-causing bacteria and is a key diagnostic indicator of for VAP. Okay, ayan, thank you. So tama. Thank you sa mga nagpo-follow ha. Guys, don't forget to follow us as well with our social media accounts. So first, of course, here's a TikTok para updated kayo. And then we also have in FB and the YT channel, okay? Follow nyo kami. Sayang din yung mga daily post doon. Minsan yung mga questions doon wala. Parang hindi ko pa siya na-encounter dito. So, wala lang. Dagdag kaalaman din. So, yan. Question number 6. Nurses providing care for a client who is suspected of having pheochromocytoma. Once the diagnosis is confirmed, the client will undergo adrenalectomy. The nurse collects urine samples from the client for catecholamine testing. The results of the catecholamine test show a measurement of 20 mcg per 100 ml urine. Nurse interprets these results as A, normal, B, insignificant and unrelated to pheochromocytoma, C, higher than normal, indicating pheochromocytoma, or D, lower than normal, ruling out pheochromocytoma. What's your answer, guys? Hello sa mga RN pala na nagjo-join, mga USRN dyan na nagjo-join. We really appreciate you guys kasi minsan nagbibigay sila sa atin ng mga tips para sa mga student nurses. So we really do appreciate that and thank you. Okay, we have letter C. Okay, we got 3 C's. Okay, sige, try natin yan na. Yes, correct. So, catecholamine assays are conducted on urine samples collected at different intervals, including single voided specimens, 2 to 4 hour specimens, and 24-hour specimens. So the normal range for urinary catecholamine is up to 14 mcg per 100 ml of urine, with higher levels typically observed in individuals with pheochromocytoma. Yung question parang sinabi rin niya rin kung ano yung answer. Siguro nga no, pagka familiar ka na dun sa topic tapos inanalyze mo yung question, then sometimes you will get the hint dun sa pinaka question. So yeah, thank you for sharing, Dennis. Okay, let's go to number 7. Okay, so when discussing dietary restrictions with a dietitian for a patient on levodopa, which type of food should be avoided? So is it A, food rich in vitamin C, B, rich in vitamin E, C, rich in thiamine, or D, rich in vitamin B6? Ayan, meron tayong tatlong C, parang sure naman sila sa answer. And we got 1D. Okay, so tama. Dennis, actually, you're right, no? That the answer is D, rich in vitamin B6. So vitamin B6 can interfere with the effectiveness of levodopa. So it's important for patients to avoid food high in vitamin B6 to ensure optimal drug efficacy. So that's the answer. Kasi yung tanong means, what should be avoided, no? Minsan yun nga, no, kailangan natin ng more on analyzation din ng questions. Minsan kasi parang yung negative or kung ano yung not, mga ganon. Wala lang, napapansin ko lang kasi minsan dun yung pumapasok na medyo tricky yung dating ng question. So number 8, during a staff meeting, the nurse manager informs the team that a clinical nurse specialist will be conducting a research study on staff attitudes toward client care. All staff members are invited to participate if they choose. Which ethical principle does this reflect? Is it A, anonymity, B, beneficence, C, justice, D, autonomy? Okay, so we have, well, majority is letter D. Okay, so autonomy refers to the right of individuals to make informed, the independent decisions without coercion. So staff members are being given the freedom to decide whether or not they wish to participate in the study. Okay, so yes, thank you sa mga sumagot dyan. Alright, let's go to number 9. Medyo mahaba to. So, Mr. Rod, a 35-year-old engineer, was rushed to the ER by his wife after experiencing severe left chest pain while lifting a heavy object. Upon examination, a chest x-ray revealed a spontaneous pneumothorax in his left lung. He was admitted for further treatment. So, to help re-expand Mr. Rod's affected lung and alleviate his pain, he is connected to a chest tube drainage system. In the case of a pneumothorax, where should the chest tube be inserted? A. First intercostal space. B. Fourth or fifth intercostal space. C. Second or third intercostal space. Or D. Sixth intercostal space. Hello, hello! Sa mga kaka-join lang, hi boy. Ano pong, ba't mo sa hirap question sa dun sa top rank? Hindi ko sure. Ano pong platform gamit nyo? This one. Wonders. Ayan. Yeah, this one. Yung ito mismong name ng ating page. Ito lang din yun. B. Okay. Let's try B. Fourth or fifth. Actually, C, no? Second or third intercostal space. So, for a pneumothorax, chest tube is usually inserted into the second or third intercostal space to evacuate air and allow the lung to re-expand, reducing pressure on the lung tissue. So, yan. Tama yung mga sumagot ng letter C. Ayan. Sa mga nagtatanong, guys, you can, what do you call this? You can scan the QR code para ma-download nyo yung application na Onenurse. Guys, kinig lang kayo during my review. I also use Onenurse. Very helpful yan. RN. Oh, thank you so much po, Miss, di ko alam kung babae ba ito lalaki, sir ata. Nurse Teng, no? For sharing your experience with Onenurse. Alam mo, ang maganda kasi kay Onenurse, guys, kahit nasan kayo, you can review on your own. It's a self-paced type of review and you don't need to spend so much money because we know na how expensive it is to enroll sa mga review centers. So we really encourage you to, to register in this application. Ayan. It will be helpful for you and treat that as an investment. Ayun. Okay, so sorry ang bagal ko. Basahin ko na to. 38-year-old teller from a bank is admitted to a tertiary hospital due to hypertension and frequent hematoma of the lower extremities every time she bumps herself in the workplace. Physician who examined her gave an impression of Cushing's syndrome. Which of the following characteristics of Cushing's syndrome is true? So, number 1, disease occurs in women between 20 to 40 years of age. Number 2, use of corticosteroids for multiple immune conditions, okay, is the cause of the disease process. Or number 3, condition is aggravated by excessive production of ACTH. Or number 4, the surgical of treatment of choice is transphenoidal and physectomy. Ito naman, nag-Chinese na naman to. Anong answer nyo, guys? C. Okay, sige. Yes, tama. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Lahat to, pasok. Cushing syndrome results from excessive rather than deficient. So, adrenocortical activity. The syndrome may result from excessive administration of corticosteroids or ACTH or from hyperplasia of the adrenal cortex. Surgical removal of the tumor by transphenoidal hypophysectomy is a treatment of choice. Has a 90% success rate. Ayun. Ay, thank you sa mga nag-share ng live. Cortisol up, sabi ni Awel. Yan. Okay. Thank you sa mga nag-share ng live, guys. Continue to share. Yung mga hindi pa nakakapag-share, sana share nyo din yan. Ayan. And also na we really appreciate no yung share ng experience niya about one nurse. So I believe it's really helpful to a lot of student nurses na nag-take ng board. Ayan. And even if hindi pa naman kayo magte-take ng board, for me it's really an investment sabi ko nga. Kasi kahit hindi ka pa magte-take, alam mo yon, naka-establish ka na ng knowledge mo and you can study na as early as now even if third year ka pa lang halimbawa or fourth year ka pa lang kunyari or ano ba, second year. Ako kasi 'di ba, second year pa lang ako and this is my second course already. And syempre, mahirap para sa akin tong kumbaga working din ako. So, alam mo yon, at least anytime I can access yung one nurse, I can study on my own. Para lang dagdag kaalaman, ganun. Okay, ito na tayo. 11. As a QI officer, you have strongly recommended to the operating room staff which of the following practices as an adoption of the WHO surgical safety checklist to prevent a wrong site surgery? A. Debriefing. B. Briefing. C. Timeout. Or D. Surgical site marking. So, ano yung safety checklist to prevent a wrong site surgery? Okay, D daw. Let's do that. Okay. So, tama. First set point in the WHO surgical safety checklist is sign in. Includes the confirmation of the surgical site marking. So, this ensures operating on the correct patient at the correct site. Mark it. Correct. Let's do that. Next. Question number 12. The nurse is assessing the client with laryngeal cancer who just returned from an external radiation therapy targeting the neck area. Which of the following anticipated side effects of the procedure is the nurse most likely to note? A. Dyspnea, B. Constipation, C. Diarrhea, or D. Sore throat. So we got a letter D. Well, two D's now, three. Okay, four na. Sige, let's do that. Sore throat. Okay. Tingnan natin at puro D ang inyong answer for tonight. Ayan. Ayan. So, mga mag-register pala ha, I encourage you to purchase this one, the special promo. Sayang kasi siya, less 500 siya. So, instead of 2,599, you will be able to get that for only 2,099. You just have to use the code Latiners. Ayan, okay? Sayang yung take advantage nyo. And if you purchase that, you will be eligible for this. Okay, for our final coaching classes with our top-notchers. Andyan din yung mga schedule nila. Normally, 6 to 8. That's from April 21 to April 25. Okay? Take advantage of that, guys. Okay. So, ito explanation niya bakit sore throat. Kasi the specific body area targeted by radiation is the only one affected by the treatment. So, skin reactions, fatigue, nausea, and loss of appetite can occur regardless of the treatment site, while other side effects are specific to certain areas. When radiation is administered to the larynx, the client is most likely to experience a sore throat. Ayun siya. Okay? Okay, next. Number 13. Okay, so a 71-year-old woman asked the nurse about the difference between osteoarthritis, or OA, and rheumatoid arthritis, or RA. Which response made by the nurse is correct? A. OA affects joints on both sides of the body while RA is usually unilateral. B. OA is more common in women while RA is common in men. OA and RA are very similar. Or D. OA is a non-inflammatory joint disease while RA is characterized by inflamed, swollen joints. Okay. Puro D. Sige. Tama. So, OA is a degenerative arthritis. So, characterized by the loss of cartilage on the articular surfaces of weight-bearing joints with spur development. While RA naman is characterized by inflammation of synovial membranes and surrounding structures. Ayan. So, great job. Tama naman ang lahat. Okay. Next, Ms. Taylor has been admitted to the oncology unit with acute leukemia. Which question is most crucial for the nurse to ask during her assessment? A, have you noticed a change in sleeping habits recently? B, have you had a respiratory infection in the last 6 months? C, have you lost weight recently? Or D, have you noticed changes in your alertness? What do you think is the correct answer, guys? Thank you sa mga nagpo-follow dyan. Guys, alam niyo nakakabitin na nakapag-aral lang tayo ng mga ganito pag live. So, it's better for you to really have your own din para makapagsagot-sagot kayo pag may free time kayo. Kunyari, walang live, ganyan. Diba? At least nakakapag-continue pa rin kayo ng study. So, B daw. Well, most of the answers are B as in boy. So, yun ang correct answer. Respiratory infections can be a significant concern in leukemia patients due to compromised immunity. So while changes in sleep, weight, and alertness are important, recent infections are particularly relevant. So tama si John Mark kasi nga sa B, meaning prone siya sa infection. Increased WBC is infection. Yes, I agree, tama. Thank you so much for sharing your insights, guys. Mas gusto kong ganito eh. Mas productive tayo, tsaka mas natututo tayo from each other. So, yeah, keep on sharing your ideas lang. Okay, number 15. Client is admitted to the hospital with a diagnosis of peptic ulcer. Okay, and the nurse has been assigned to monitor their condition. Which assessment finding is most likely to indicate perforation of the ulcer? A. Nausea and vomiting. B. A rigid, board-like abdomen. C. Bradycardia. Or D. Numbness in the legs. Okay, all of you guys answered B, so B tayo. Ay, sorry. Napindot. Okay. So perforation is an urgent surgical situation marked by a sudden onset of intense, unbearable pain and originating in the middle part of the upper abdomen, spreading throughout the entire abdominal region. So this condition causes the abdomen to become rigid and stiff, resembling a wooden board. So sabi ni Owl is peritonitis. Ayun. Okay, tama naman lahat. Actually, all of the answer correct. Wow, 11/15. Yeah, at least, diba? Practice makes perfect, sabi nga nila. Alright, so guys, do you have any concepts in mind? Any other topics that you would like to cover for tonight? Thank you so much sa mga nagjo-join. And again, share it to your hello sa medyo madami tayo tonight, no? And mas nakakagana talaga mag-live pag marami nagjo-join. So thank you so much and appreciate all the heart, the likes. Okay. OB, sige maternal. Endo, actually yung endo part siya ng ng med-surg, no? Nakahalo na. Si Psych, yes, pwede naman yung maternal. Pero wait lang ha, okay lang ba? Unahin natin yung unang suggestion, no? OB daw. Sige, let's do 10 for that and then later on let's go 10 for Psych. Since may suggestion tayo ng Psych po from Ha. Okay. Sige, let's do this first para marami tayong makover. Huwag tayong mag-aksaya ng panahon. Okay. Sige, Palmer, Funda. Sige, let's try ha if we can cover that within the time that I'm doing this live. Okay? So, all right, let's go to question number 1. Which of the following is not a sign or a symptom of fetal distress? A. FHR decreases during contraction and remains low after the contraction ends. B. FHR is less than 120 BPM or exceeds 160 BPM. C. Pre-contraction FHR is 130 BPM. FHR during contraction is 118 BPM and FHR after contraction is 126 BPM. The letter D, sorry. FHR is 160 BPM, weak and irregular. So, ano sa palagay niyo tamang sagot? Okay, so we have D from Dinziel. We have C from Boy, C from Mac. Okay, sige, majority C ha. So, let's go to letter C. Ayan, tama. So, pattern described in option C is within normal limits, showing a decrease during contraction but returning to baseline afterwards. Other options indicate signs of fetal distress, such as persistently low FHR after contractions or abnormal baseline rates. So, di ba ngayon tanong, not a sign. So, yes, letter C tayo dyan. Go. Next. So, during the first few hours after birth, at what blood glucose level should most healthy newborns stabilize? Yes, oo, not yung tanong, di ba? Nakakalito. Pero ayun. So A, 40 to 50 mg per DL, or B, 60 to 70 mg per DL, C, 70 to 80 mg per DL, or D, 50 to 60 mg per DL. Ano daw ang most healthy na blood glucose level after birth? Okay, yung first few hours after birth, ha? So we got letter A from boy. Okay, A. Okay. Actually, may B, D, no? Halo-halo. Wait. Antay pa ako. Ay, sige, A. A na talaga. Okay, mali. Mali tayo, guys. So, letter D. So, mga nag-answer ng D, ilan lang. Pero that's the correct answer. So, most healthy newborns stabilize their blood glucose levels within the range of 50 to 60 mg per DL. So, during the first hours after birth, monitoring is essential to ensure the levels stay within this range. Ayun siya. Okay? Okay. Guys, scan nyo na tong QR code para mamaya mag-answer na lang kayo on your own, okay? Sarap kayo magsagot ng magsagot, di ba? Kahit mamali ka, okay lang. At least nagkamali ka sa review lang. Hindi ka naman nagkamali sa board exam. So, practice makes perfect nga, di ba? So, question number 3. Client in active labor is admitted with preeclampsia. Which assessment finding is most significant in planning this client's care? A. Patellar reflex 4 plus. B. Blood pressure 158 over 80. C. 4-hour urine output of 240 ml. Or D. Respiration 12 per minute. B daw, BP of 158 over 80. Oh, actually, ang sagot ay A. Hyperreflexia 4 plus is a sign of severe preeclampsia and it increases the risk of seizures requiring urgent attention. Yes, tama ka, Betsy Retzi. A ang sagot. Correct. Ayan. Oo. Ayan. Minsan, no, pagka mali yung sagot, ay, shocks, oo nga. Parang, pagbabalikan nyo yung alaala nyo dun sa topic na yun, parang na-realize mo nga. Tama, yun nga yung sagot. Okay, let's go. Let's move on to number 4. When educating parents to be about their baby's development, what should the nurse include? A. Gender of the baby is determined by the mother's ovum. B. Gender of the baby is determined by maternal factors. C. Gender of the baby is determined by paternal hormones. Or D. Gender of the baby is determined by father's sperm. Yeah, well, majority D. Okay, dun tayo sa sperm. Kasi, gender of the baby is determined by the chromosomes in the father's sperm, X or Y. While the mother's ovum always contributes an X chromosome. Kay Papa, correct. Dun siya nakabase, no? Okay, next. Okay, number 5. A client who is in active labor has intact membranes arrives at the birthing center. The nurse midwife prepares to perform an amniotomy. Another nurse assisting the nurse midwife explains to the client that following this procedure, bato nabubulol na ako, she will likely experience A, less pressure on her cervix, B, increased efficiency of contractions, C, decreased number of contractions, or D, the need for increased maternal blood pressure monitoring. Okay, so we have a letter B from boy. How about the others? B din, from Denzel, from Closings. Ay, medyo mahirap basahin yung mga username nyo, ano? Pero pasensya na kung nagkakamali ako. Okay, B na lang kasi B yung madaming sagot. Yes, tama. So, amniotomy is a procedure used to either initiate labor when the cervix is a favorable condition or right na or to enhance labor progress. So if it starts to slow down, ayan, so by deliberately breaking the amniotic sac, fetal head is able to make direct contact with the cervix, which can potentially improve the efficiency of the contraction. So ayan, I hope it's clear naman, guys. All right, then let's move on to question number 6. Sorry, when examining the ears of a 4-year-old child, how should the nurse position the pina to visualize the eardrum? A, down and back. B, up and back. C, down and out. D, up and out. Grabe, parang first year ata itong nabanggit. Hindi ko na masyadong maalala. B daw, up and back. Yes. For a 4-year-old child, the pina should be pulled up and back to straighten the ear canal and facilitate visualization of the eardrum. This positioning helps ensure an accurate examination of the middle ear. Ay, sa RETDEM. Oo nga, totoo. Totoo yan. Part yan ng RETDEM. Hindi ko na maalala. Minsan up pala mag-una. Tricky kasi. True. Naku, lagi namang tricky yata yung mga question. So parang, minsan na-realize nyo ba, yung mga questions, parang lahat tama, no? Alin dito, di ba? Bawal talaga hindi matalino sa nursing eh. Naniniwala ako lahat ng nasa nursing may utak eh. Pag 3 pataas, up and back. Okay, thanks for sharing, Mema. Thanks for reminding us as well kasi ngayon nga, nakakalimot minsan talaga. Okay, let's go to number 7 na. Okay, which assessment findings should the nurse report to the healthcare provider? A, a 9-month-old who is crawling and pulling up to stand. B, 4-month-old who's smiling and cooing at caregivers. C, a 12-month-old who's walking with assistance. Or D, 6-month-old child who weighs 14 pounds, 4 ounces, up from a birth weight of 8 pounds and 5 ounces. Hala, ang alam ko adult up, child down, o di ba? Nakakalito, di ba? Revisit natin. Revisit natin yung topic. Minsan talaga, ayan siya. Okay, letter D, tama. Most of the answers are D. So, 6-month-old should typically have double their birth weight by this time. The weight gain described indicates less than expected growth, which could be a sign of failure to thrive or other health issues requiring further assessment. So, yes, correct answer itong D. Okay, next. All right. In the early 4th stage of labor, which of the following is an early sign of excessive blood loss? A, decreased BP. B, elevated temp. C, increased urinary output. Or D, increased pulse rate of 88 to 102 BPM. Okay. Teka, ang daming A, so let's choose A. B. I noticed, Mac, if you put a check mark on your answer, sure ka, laging tama. So, yes, tama, D. So, increased pulse rate can be an early sign of excessive blood loss, indicating the body's compensatory response to hypovolemia. Ayan. Monitoring vital signs closely helps detect and address potential postpartum complications early. Diyos ko po, yan na lang din ang nasabi ko. Diyos ko po. Kain muna. Oo nga, feeling ko gutom lang yan. Pag nagkakamali tayo, kulang lang sa pagkain. Kape-kape muna. Muntik na sumaksit. Ayan. Hypotaki-taki. Nadala ako sa puro A. Ayan. Minsan, sabi nila sa exam, if you're unsure, parang choose C. Ako, hindi rin naman totoo. Ayan. Okay, let's go to number 9. Okay. Move on na tayo, guys. Okay na yan. During a prenatal checkup, the nurse provides education to a client who has Rh-negative blood type about the administration of RhoGAM or RhoGAM, saying that will be given, my gosh, parang kakalabas lang to sa exam. A, weekly during the 8th month because this is her 3rd pregnancy. B, to her infant immediately after delivery if the Combs test is positive. C, during the second trimester if amniocentesis indicates a problem. Or D, within 72 hours after delivery if infant is found to be Rh positive. Okay, mukhang pare-parehas ng sagot. Sige, let's do that. Tama. So, within 72 hours after delivery siya, if infant is found to be Rh positive. So, RhoGAM is given to Rh negative mothers within 72 hours after birth of Rh positive baby to prevent development of antibodies in the maternal bloodstream, which will be fatal to succeeding Rh negative positive offspring. Ayun siya. Okay, hello, hello po, Sir Louie. Ayan. Tama. Okay. So, last question for maternal. Alright? So, yung promise ko sa inyo, we'll continue with yung nag-suggest ng topic later on. No? So, for now, tapusin muna natin tong maternal. Ayan. Sorry. What is the appropriate technique for a nurse to use when measuring a client's fundal height? A, from the xiphoid process to the umbilicus. B, from the symphysis pubis to xiphoid process. C, from the symphysis pubis to the fundus, or from fundus to umbilicus. C. C daw. Okay. Yeah, that's my guess also. Yan, tama tayo. Okay. Correct technique for measuring client's fundal height involves using a non-elastic, flexible paper measuring tape. So, nurse should place the 0 point on the superior border of the symphysis pubis and stretch the tape across the midline of the abdomen to the top of the fundus. So, it's important not to use the xiphoid or umbilicus as landmarks for this measurement, which are not appropriate. So, yon. So, this is based on McDonald's. Ayun, guys. Wow, naka 7 out of 10. Almost perfect. Ayan. Ayan. So, well, before we continue again, I would like to remind you guys again of our special promo here. So, don't forget and avail nyo na yan, guys. Again, this is, tawag dito, this is an investment for you and nalalapit na rin yung board exam. So, I believe it'll be a great help. Marami na rin kasi tayong mga RNs na gumamit ng app na to, guys. Itong One Nurse. And alam mo yun, ang dami nilang positive feedback about it. And I think you will be able to hear that as well here para from our top-notchers na nag-one nurse din sila. Ginamit din nila tong tool na to be able to pass and hindi lang basta pumasa, no? Parang they're all top-notchers. Okay, so take advantage of this for dapat talaga 2,599, but then if you use the code Latiners, you will be able to get less 500. Plus, you get all that, kasama sa package yung mga sinasagutan natin, plus yung mga quiz cards, flashcards, and on top of that, meron ding mga recorded videos and audio lectures. And also, you will be included here. You are eligible to join this one. Okay? So, ayan. Ito lang naman yung itsura niya, guys. Ito, yung One Nurse na heart. So, if you scan the QR code, then you will be able to install and download it. Okay? Also, araw-araw din kami nagla-live from Monday to Friday. Normally, minsan, weekend. So, follow nyo lang kami sa mga social media para updated kayo at maka-join kayo sa ating mga live review session. Okay? Alright. So, let's go now to, teka lang, wait, may nag-suggest kanina, I think, mental yun, no? Mental health. Parang psych. So, sige, pagbigyan natin siya. Hindi ko na maalala yung name ng, yung username niya, pero I believe it's, psych, yung suggestion niya. So, let's start with question number 1. The nurse is using a cognitive intervention to decrease anxiety during a client's panic attack. Which statement by the client would indicate that the intervention has been successful? Is it A, I reminded myself that the panic attack would end soon and it helped? B, I paced the halls until I felt my anxiety was under control? C, I felt my anxiety increase, so I took lorazepam or Ativan to decrease it? Or D, thank you for staying with me. It helped to know that the staff was there. Okay, so A daw. A. Okay, sige. A or D, no? Parang doon nag-alternate. So, let's try A. Okay, yes, tama. So, this statement is an indication that the cognitive intervention was successful. By remembering that panic attacks are self-limiting, the client is applying the information gained from the nurse cognitive intervention. Ayun, tama. Ayan siya. Okay? Next, let's go to question number 2. So Nurse Joseph was assigned to take care of Dave, who is a manic patient. So during his rounds, he may recommend discharge for Dave when A, he easily finishes projects given to him during occupational therapy, B, takes his medications without reminding him, C, he demonstrates skills and activities of daily living, or D, complies with hospital rules and regulations. What do you think is the answer, guys? Okay, we have letter D. We also have C from Chloe Sinks. A, mm, wait lang. Okay, sige. A. Medyo madami A. C. Okay, C yung tamang sagot. So, demonstrating skills of activities of daily living, decrease to no episodes of mania, compliance to medications, are factors to consider when discharging a manic patient. So, ayan. Okay, I hope that's clear. Okay, let's go to question number 3. So, when a client diagnosed with BPD or borderline personality disorder is prescribed phenelzine to reduce impulsivity and self-destructive behaviors, the nurse educates the client about the importance of avoiding tyramine-rich foods while taking this medication. So, this precaution aims to prevent what specific effect? A. Absorption of tyramine. B. Cardiac rhythm abnormalities or abnormalities. C. Cardiogenic shock. Or D. Explosive occipital headache. Mhm. Wait lang ha. B. Ha? Okay, B. Parang B yung majority. So, cardiac rhythm. Okay, the answer is D, as in dog. Explosive occipital headache. So, nurse informs the client that consuming food high in tyramine while taking phenelzine, Diyos ko nakakabulol, can lead to a hypertensive crisis. So, which is a severe increase in BP, which is mainly manifested by an explosive occipital headache. So, yon. Letter D yung answer. Okay, next. An elderly client who lives in a retirement community is admitted with these behaviors as reported by the daughter. Absence in the daily senior group activity, missing the weekly card games, change in calling the daughter from daily to once a week. The client's tomato garden is overgrown with weeds. Nurse should assign this client to a room with which one of these clients? A. Adolescent who was admitted the day before with acute situational depression. B. Middle-aged person who has been on the unit for 72 hours with the dysthymia. C. An elderly person who was admitted 3 hours ago with cyclothymia. Or D. Young adult who was admitted 24 hours ago for detoxification. Okay, B daw. Yes, correct. So, oh my gosh, ang haba. Pero makinig kayo kasi mahalaga to. Middle-aged client with dysthymia has been on the unit for 72 hours and would benefit from being in a therapeutic milieu with a client who has a similar problem or is more stable. Matching the age of the clients as closely as possible is also important. So, client in option A, who has been in the agency for 24 hours, is likely to be less stable than the middle-aged client with depression. So, dysthymia is a mild form of depression characterized by trouble falling asleep, or waking up in the middle of the night and having difficulty falling back asleep. Cyclothymia is a condition where a person experiences periods of behavior that do not meet the criteria for manic or major depressive episodes. Ayun siya. Medyo mahaba, pero alam niyo namang very important talaga yung mga rationale pag sa mga ganito. Kasi nga, pwedeng iba din yung situation talaga na iba to pagdating sa board. At least you know, parang at the end of the day, kayo rin naman yung okay, yung question. Sige, ito. At the end of the day, parang kayo din naman yung mag-a-analyze nun eh. Pero at least, 'di ba? Yun na, yung logic sa isip, yun na yung gagana. Ito yung question, Queen Need yan. Welcome! Okay na ba siya? Okay, we can move on to the next question. Okay. Guys, nakakabitin talaga to. Kaya you should register now and have your own access para makapag, na kayo, review na kayo on your own. Okay, question number 5. So when developing a care plan for a client with a schizotypal personality disorder, which goal is most appropriate? A. The client will develop and maintain close personal relationships. B. The client will report decreased anxiety and confusion in social situations. C. The client will conform to societal norms and expectations. Or D. Client will express thoughts and feelings without delusional content. Okay, we have, napakabilis ni Boy, letter C. We also have 2 Ds, 3 Ds na. Okay. Sige. Ang tinitake ko lang guys, yung majority na answer ha. Sige, try natin tong letter D. Oh, actually the answer is B as in boy. So, primary goal is to help the client manage anxiety and confusion related to social interactions. Ayun. So, improving their ability to function in social context despite their unusual beliefs. Yun siya. Okay? Next. Okay, number 6. What should the nurse do concerning informed consent when a 15-year-old female, comes to a community clinic seeking treatment for a sexually transmitted infection? A. Ask the client to sign the informed consent form. Okay. B. Tell the client that a court order for treatment is needed. C. Tell the client that parental consent for treatment is needed. Or D. Call the client's mother to obtain telephone consent for treatment. So guys, 15-year-old to ha. 15-year-old female. Ayan. What's your answer? C daw. Okay. Actually, A, no? Ask the client to sign the informed consent form. So typically, parents are required to provide informed consent for medical treatment of a minor. However, okay, there are certain exceptions, such as in the case of emergency treatment or when a court order or legal authorization has been obtained. So in addition, in a certain situations, such as treatment of a sexually transmitted infection or STI, the consent of the minor may be adequate. So as a result, yun, choices B, C, and D are inaccurate. Ang tricky niya, no? Medyo tricky tong question na to. But yeah, yun yung answer. Question number 7. Which statement from the nurse would be most therapeutic when speaking with a client who recently went through a divorce, has a court appearance scheduled for driving under the influence of alcohol or DUI the following week, and is seeking assistance for possible depression? Okay, A, you seem concerned. Were you surprised that your spouse left after you got a DUI? B, getting a DUI can be depressing. You aren't thinking about hurting yourself, are you? C, I think you should have a substance abuse evaluation before we treat your depression. Or D, I'm concerned about your drinking. I'd like you to talk with our chemical dependency staff. Okay, what's the correct answer, guys? Okay, parang majority B, ano? Okay, actually the answer is D. I'm concerned about your drinking. I'd like you to talk with our chemical dependency staff. So, expressing concern and recommending a referral to a specialist in substance abuse is the most therapeutic response. So, it's crucial to assess the client for possible substance abuse or dependence issues. Ayun. Okay lang yun, guys. Okay lang naman nagkakamali. At least nagre-review pa lang naman tayo. Wag lang sa board, di ba? At least mahalaga makapasa naman sa board. Wala namang problema yan. Okay? Ay, oh my gosh, sorry, I can't go back. Nag-next na ako. Sorry. Next. Sige. Susunod. So ito, Nurse Lydia understands that the symptoms that differentiate post-traumatic stress disorder or PTSD from other anxiety disorders are, okay, so ano raw yung difference or symptoms that differentiate, okay? PTSD from other anxiety disorder. A. Avoidance of situation and certain activities that resemble the stress. B. Depression and blunted affect when discussing the traumatic situation. Parang alam nyo na yung sagot, no? C. Lack of interest in family and others. Or D. Re-experiencing the trauma in dreams or flashback. Sige. Yes, correct. So primary symptom that sets PTSD apart from other anxiety disorders is the occurrence of experiencing the actual trauma through dreams or flashback. Flashback is the key, correct. Huwag na natin kalimutan yan. Keyword na yan. Okay. All right, so let's move on na, guys. Question number 9. Okay. The nurse in charge is taking care of Jonah, who is currently experiencing mania and is observed to be skipping and running down the hallway, nearly colliding with other clients. So what intervention, okay, is the nurse likely to include in Jonah's care plan? A. Watching TV. B. Cleaning day room tables. C. Leading group activity. Or D. Reading a book. Okay, napakabilis. Letter B daw from C. Jane. C. Jane ba? Sorry. Yeah. And Mayabel's closings. B. Okay, sige. Yes, correct. So, individuals experiencing mania tend to be very energetic and require an outlet for this energy through productive activities such as cleaning or organizing their surroundings. So, tama kayo, guys. B. Okay, last question for mental health. During the termination phase of the nurse-patient relationship, Nurse Marietta, observes that the patient continuously demonstrates bursts of anger. The most appropriate interpretation of the behavior is that the patient, A, requires further treatment and is not ready to be discharged. B, is displaying typical behaviors that can occur during termination. C, needs to be admitted to the hospital. Or D, needs to be referred to the psychiatrist as soon as possible. Okay, let's check the answer. So, maraming B. Okay. May DA. Sige, P tayo, guys, kasi parang yun yung madami. Wait lang, parang kanina pa ata yung B, no? Tama ba? Sorry, minsan hindi ko alam kung yung answer nyo is para dun sa, sa previous ba to or, teka, parang madaming D. Sige. Anyway, lalabas din naman yung sagot, no? Namili pa ako. Oh, tama na pala tayo nung una. So, B yung answer. Displaying typical behaviors that can occur during termination. Ayan. So, termination phase of a relationship, it is normal for a patient to demonstrate a number of regressive behaviors that can be disturbing to the nurse. So, typical behaviors include return of symptoms, anger, withdrawal, and minimizing the relationship. Option A, C, and D are incorrect because the anger that the patient is experiencing is a normal behavior during the termination phase and does not necessarily indicate the need for hospitalization or treatment. Ayan. So, ang source natin dito is si NCLEX book, si Saunders. Ayan. Okay, 4/10. Okay, we can do better next time. All right. Guys, before I proceed to another topic, of course, I'd like to show you our website wherein nandun yung mga packages ni Wonders para sa mga first time lang na naka-join ng live na to or parang you never heard about One Nurse, here are the packages that we offer. So, ayan, meron tayong, actually, ito, related to dun sa promotion dyan na nakalagay, 2,599 even if you check the website. But now, you can purchase that for only 2,099. So, less 500 if you use the code Latiners, okay? So, you got all of it na sa loob ng 2,000, well, I mean, sa 2,099, nandun na nakapaloob na siya lahat. So, sobrang sulit na siya. Ando na yung mga ginagawa natin ngayon, like practice questions, pwede rin kayo, meron din doon yung option na parang practice board exam. Okay? Meron din tayong mga flashcards, quiz cards, ayan. Tapos mga audio, video recorded lecture from previous classes. And also what's more important and interesting here is yung live final coaching classes, which is from our top-notchers na mga gumamit din ng One Nurse, guys. So imagine, for me, that's really a win-win for you guys. Bihira lang yung ganun, no, na maka-encounter tayo na makakausap natin yung mga top-notchers talaga. And we have different sessions for them from NP1 to NP5 to guys. April 21 to April 25. Same time naman siya, 6 to 8 p.m. Ayan. So, if I were you guys, you just take advantage of this. And if you want a longer access, we can purchase this one, itong 6 months for 3,999. Again, same lang naman yung nilalaman niya and you will be eligible again for final coaching. Now, we also have the 12 months, which is the best package for November takers. So, meron ba dito mga November takers? So, ito yung pinakamaganda. Again, same lang din siya. Qualified din naman kayo to join the final coaching classes. So, what are you waiting for? You can scan, again, the QR code to be able to download the application. So, ito siya, guys. Huwag nyo nang pansinin yung iba kong application sa phone. Pinapakita ko lang yung itsura nung One Nurse app. Ayan, yung may heart siya. Okay? November. Okay. Si Chloe pala ay November. So, for you, Chloe, the best yung sana, no? Yung kanina yung pinakita ko yung 12 months. Para at least mahaba-haba yung yung time mo ng pag-aaral. Okay? So, and I just want to show you as well, not just the, ito yung ito yung included, di ba, doon? Yung quiz cards, flashcards. So, andito siya lahat, guys. Meron tayong 9,000 quiz cards, meron tayong 1,800 plus cards, flashcards, and also coaching videos. Ayan, nakalagay naman dyan. Okay? So, but I'm not gonna, kasi, syempre, ngayon sa Q&A ngayon, more on, dito muna tayo sa multiple choice. Parang practice na siya sa, sa board exam. Okay? So, I'm gonna choose one more, topic for tonight before my live ends. So, wait lang ha. I forgot kasi kanina may nagsuggest ng, yun nga, yung OB, no? Yung nasagutan na natin. And then, we have yung mental health. We have another one eh. I forgot the last request. I'm so sorry. Hindi ko na mabalikan sa sobrang dami. But, do you want guys to... Wait ha. Gosh, what's this? Wait lang. Ano to? Ano daw? Wait guys ha. Itong TikTok nag-notify na. Okay. Okay, ano daw? CHN. Okay, sige, CHN. 10 questions. Okay. So, don't worry guys. Bukas naman, tuloy-tuloy ang live natin. So, kung hindi man ma-discuss yung gusto yung concept for today, we'll have, daily live. May daily live, so we can cover that, okay? So, let's go to question number 1. To deeply understand and engage with the community, which initial action should the nurse take to ensure effective participation and insight into community health needs? A. Reside within the community. B. Create a list of key contacts for outreach. C. Collect preliminary data about the community. Or D. Plan the agenda for initial meetings. Sensya na yung dila ako. Medyo nababaloktot na. Mahirap ng CHN. Actually, mahirap kasi parang, alam mo yun, sa mga first year mo siya na aral or gano'n. Ayan, so medyo aalalahanin. Okay, C daw. A. So, A ang sagot, reside within the community. So, residing within the community allows the nurse to gain an in-depth understanding of local health issues and integrate more effectively with the community members. Ayun, okay? Okay, number 2 na tayo, guys. Ano ba itong TikTok? Sorry, nagno-notify kasi sa ko. dito sa TikTok. Anyway, so Nurse Elena needs to track patients who are on long-term treatments like MDT or multi-drug therapy. Which component of the health records would be most useful for monitoring these clients? A. Tally report. B. Output report. C. Target or client list. Or D. Individual health record. Okay, C daw. Maraming sumagot na C. Yes, tama. So, target or client list is designed to keep detailed records of patients on specific long-term treatments such as MDT, including key information. Sorry, ayan. Key information like treatment dates and drug collection. So, yes, tama yung mga sumagot ng C. Alright, let's move on to number 3. Okay. The pregnant woman is unsure about whether to breastfeed her baby. What is the most effective way for Nurse Vera to help her make a decision about breastfeeding? Is it A, provide pamphlets and books for her to read? B, give her more time to think about the decision? C, refer her to a nutritionist? Or D, help her set breastfeeding goals and create plan? Uy, ang dami nagla-like ngayon. Thank you. Thank you din sa mga ang dami ha. Medyo madami tayong viewers mula kanina. So, tomorrow guys, don't forget to invite also your friends, family, kahit classmates, kung sino man yan, para madami tayo ha. Mas masaya, mas madami, mas interactive eh. Teka lang. A. Okay, sabi A daw. B ang sagot. Yeah, but it's okay. So, the answer is D. Teka lang, makatuloy. Yeah. So, helps tuloy. Sorry, help her set breastfeeding goals and create a plan. So, assisting the patient in setting clear goals and creating a plan can provide her with necessary information and motivation to make an informed decision about breastfeeding. Okay, so tama. Mga sumagot ng D dyan. Good job. Okay, next, number 4. A 3-week-old infant is brought to the clinic with a red umbilicus. The infant shows no signs of convulsions, chest indrawing, or abnormal sleepiness. Temperature is recorded at 37 degrees Celsius. Based on examination, how would this infant's condition be classified? A, pink row, B, green row, C, yellow row, or D, red? Okay, most of the answers are B. May C then. Okay, pero B. C. Okay, C daw, yellow. Red umbilicus in a young infant typically suggests a local infection or inflammation. Since there are no severe signs like convulsions, abnormal sleepiness, or if the infant falls into the yellow classification, indicating a need for follow-up and possible treatment. So, yung green kasi, di ba, parang super okay naman yung patient. Then, yellow, ayan, kasi kailangan siya ng follow-up and possible treatment. So, yun. Okay, next. Client with AIDS has developed pneumocystis or cystis girovesi pneumonia or PCP. What should be included in their care plan to manage this condition? A. Place a mask on the client whenever visitors come to their room. B. Explain to the client why they cannot leave their room. C. Wear a mask and gown when providing direct care to the client. Or D. Wear a gown and gloves when helping the client with personal hygiene. Okay, most of the answers are B. But the answer is A. C pala. Sorry, C. So for clients with PCP, which is an opportunistic infection associated with AIDS, wearing a mask and gown helps prevent the spread of respiratory droplets and protects both the client and the caregiver. Okay, hello sa mga bagong join lang, guys. Ayan. So, Nurse Clara is reviewing the immunological concepts with a parent whose child has recovered from chickenpox. What type of immunity will the child have developed after recovery? A. Actively acquired immunity. B. Artificially acquired immunity. C. Natural passive immunity. Or D. Naturally acquired active immunity. Community tuloy. Okay, C. Sige. Oh no, D ang tamang sagot. Okay, so D, after recovering from an infection like chickenpox, and child develops naturally acquired active immunity as the immune system has been activated by the natural exposure to the pathogen. So yes, correct na correct ang mga sumagot ng letter D. Okay. Okay, 7. A new mother is encouraged to begin breastfeeding her baby within 30 minutes after birth. What is the main reason for this early initiation? A. To trigger the milk letdown reflex. B. To stimulate the production of milk by the mammary glands. C. To ensure the baby receives the essential colostrum. Or D. To allow practice with breastfeeding under the supervision of a health professional. Okay, halo-halo siya. C, A, B. Okay. I'll go with C. Okay, sige. B. Okay, early breastfeeding stimulates the release of prolactin, which helps in the onset of milk production. And this early initiation is crucial for establishing effective lactation. So, yun. To stimulate pala. So, yung, tandaan nyo na lang siguro, yung 30 minutes after birth, yun, to stimulate the production of the milk by the mammary glands. Ayan, okay? Let's go to number 8. Nurse Yara, public health nurse, prepares a community health nursing care plan utilizing the nursing process, which is responsive to the health promotion needs of the community. To obtain 100% population count of the community, Nurse Yara should need to do A. Census, B. Survey, C. Sampling of the population, or D. One-on-one interview. Okay, A daw. Mabilis sa mga sagot ng mga tao. Good job. Assessment process involves the collection of relevant data. It employs various methods to collect data. Census is the procedure of systematically acquiring and recording information about the members of a given population. It is regularly occurring in official count of a particular population. So it obtains 100% population count of the community. Ayan. Nakakatuwa, napakarami kong nakikitang mga new usernames. So yes, thank you so much for watching and studying with me with one nurse. Ayan. So daily naman kami may live, guys. Everyday kayo manood. Yeah, wala namang bayad ang panonood ng live. At least nakakapag-review kayo, no? So after Johnny is classified in the green row and sent home, the nurse has advice on home treatment. So which of the following is not? Okay, again, it's not. Of the 4 rules of home treatment for a child with diarrhea, classified in the green row. Is it A, give extra fluid, B, give vitamin A supplement, C, continue feeding, or D, when to return? Okay, B daw. Yes, correct. So while extra fluids, continued feeding, and knowing when to return for follow-up are key components of home treatment, vitamin A supplementation is not, okay? So it's not part of the immediate home management for diarrhea in this context. So yes, tamang sagot. Alright, last question for community health. As a community health nurse assigned to a new neighborhood, how would you go about understanding the community's health needs? A. Focus on the community's overall health status. B. Conduct a thorough community diagnosis to identify specific health needs and issues. C. Utilize the community's existing resources to provide services. Or D. Set priorities based on the severity of health problems identified. Okay, we have letter B. Nice. So, conducting a community diagnosis helps you understand the specific health needs and challenges of the community, which is essential for effective planning and intervention. Ayun. Wow, for over 10 ulit tayo, no? Bawi-bawi tayo next time, but ayan. Alright, so, again, guys, you can install now siya, nakakabitin, diba? So, it's better for you to install the application now. So you just have to scan this one and avail our special promo here. Now, if you have questions, you can directly send a message here in TikTok, okay? Or you can also send a message in FB. Meron din tayo doon, guys. Teka nga, pakita ko lang mabilis. Kaya, baka makita yung Facebook ko. Ito, guys. Ayan. One Nurse Philippines. Okay, yan siya. Yung application niya ito, One Nurse. Ito, totong heart. Kita nyo, guys. So, ito siya, yung One Nurse app. Ma'am, nag-PM po ako. Ay, sige po. May mag-answer po sa atin dyan from One Nurse, say JVR. JVR. Sorry. Ayan. Meron na po. Alin, Prit? Sorry. Welcome. Thank you so much sa pagsama sa akin for tonight ha. Now, again, if you want to purchase, guys, ito siya no. Pwede niyo tingnan din sa website, yung onenurse.com kasi lalabas din to yung mga packages. Kung ano yung fit sa inyo or kung ano yung sa budget nyo, pasok sa budget. Sample exam, yes, meron tayong free trial Fritz. This one no, na yung start free trial, sorry na. Pwede kayo mag-register dyan and you will be able to access 150 plus NLE questions. Last na pala yun. Oh, yes, for today. Sorry guys ha. Medyo, ayun, natapos na yung live natin for today. But tomorrow naman, don't worry, meron ulit. Okay? So, Monday to Friday yan. Samahan nyo kami. Okay? Do you have guys any other concern? Now you can just directly PM us. Okay? But I appreciate your time. Thank you for studying with me and I'm hoping and praying sa mga magte-take na exam ngayong May na one take lang maipasa nyo na yan and get that license, right? So thank you. Have a good evening, a blessed night to everyone. And tomorrow again, mag-join kayo sa live natin. Thank you. Bye-bye.